It is Thursday, January the 28th, and this is what we covered for today. For review, I asked the class this question: why are planning and strategy vital for business success? So we know without a plan, we don't know where we're going. We can't, we don't know, what we're going to do if an emergency arises. And then strategy, if a business doesn't have a strategy, then we don't have a way to reach our goals. So we have to have a strategy in order to win, in order to reach our goals. So we can use the example of maybe going out to dinner in Raleigh. You have to have a plan. You don't really think about it. You just kind of hop in the car and go. But if you're an adult, or you have your own car, your own driver's license, and you're paying for your own gas, then I hope that you would make sure that you have enough gas in your car. Maybe walk around the car, check the tires. If you don't know where you're going, you might want to pull up your GPS on your cell phone. You might need a plan, to get to the restaurant a little early to beat the crowd. So you have to have a plan. Are you going to leave it a little early if it's going to rain? Yeah. All right, new stuff. All right, planning answers these 6 questions. It answers what needs to be accomplished. So what is our goal? What are we going to get accomplished? When are we going to finish it up? When is the deadline? Where will this be done? So in the office, outside, multiple places. Who's in charge? How will it get done? So who is going to do what? And what are your resources? How much time, energy, resources do we need to accomplish this goal? So we'll break it down with us going to eat at a restaurant in Raleigh. We're going to eat at dinner in Raleigh. That's what needs to be accomplished. When is the deadline? We're going to try to get there by 4. Where will this be done? We'll be in the car, and we're also going to eat at Cowfish. Who will be responsible? Mom and I, or if your family's going to go, depending on what they're doing. How? Mom's going to drive, and then I will navigate. So I'll use my cell phone and I'll tell her where to turn. And then resources is going to take an hour. Energy, sitting in the car, but making sure that we're alert for traffic. Resources, we need a car, we need gas, we need to check the tires, and we need money for dinner. All right, your advantages to planning. When a business has a plan, they can see where they're going. They know which direction to go in. So all of your employees, if they know which direction they're going, they can plan their day out accordingly. And then, if you don't have a plan, then you're just kind of reacting. So if you're just out around driving, technically you're wasting gas. So if if you don't have a destination, you're just wasting resources. And with a company, they don't waste resources because that's profit. So if you don't plan to put gas in your car, if you don't have some type of plan, you just react. You all of a sudden look down and say, oh, I'm out of gas. Let me call AAA. We can keep our attention focused on the results. So when you start building a house, if you continue to envision the finished product, then it keeps you motivated. Just like me as a teacher, my focus is on student success. And when I envision student success, I envision you guys being successful in the future. And when students, call me when they're 25, 30 years old, and I hear what they're doing, that just keeps me motivated to go to work every day. And I love that. I love that. Just like for dinner, even if you got to drive through rain, we had snow this morning. If you're thinking about the end result, Cowfish is going to be so good. Conky is going to be so good. Then you'll keep going. You won't turn around just because it's raining. It gets your team together and it allows your team to work on the same project at the same time. Even though each team member may have a different responsibility, if they see the end result or if they have a plan for the end result, then I can do my part, you can do your part, our buddy can do his part. Just like if we're building a house. If everybody has a copy of the blueprint, the plumbers can do what they need to do, the electricians can do what they need to do, the framers, the brick masons, the carpenters, the roofers, everybody can do what they need to do for their part to get a finished product, which would be your house. The military also, of course, plans, and they use teamwork. The military is made up of many different branches, but they're all used to serve the same purpose. They protect the United States, but they all have their own way of doing it. In planning, you need to make sure that you anticipate problems. So like when we're taking a trip to Raleigh, maybe leave a little early, just in case you do have bad weather, or just in case of traffic. So some problems you can anticipate, but then sometimes some problems you can't, like the coronavirus. But with stuff like that, if it does catch you by surprise, hopefully your business is set up where it's flexible enough to be able to survive financially. So let's take the restaurant industry. With restaurants, even though they're not making as much money, they were able to reduce their staff, which caused some layoffs, which is never good. But they still are able to do takeout, and they're still able to seat a few customers, but space them out, with masks while they're in the waiting area. People can call in orders. People can, do Grubhub. So even though COVID did hit us, most companies have found a way to just kind of adjust to what's going on. And then the last one, we just have to keep in mind that we have to look toward the future. If you want your business to be in business in 5 years, then you need to plan 5 years from now. It's just the way it works. Sometimes when you're starting off, you're like, well, let me just make it year to year. But once you get your business going, you need to start being future oriented. What's going to happen today is going to happen today. Not much that you can do about today. But you can plan for tomorrow, today, so tomorrow will go very well. You can plan for the next five years now, so you'll be ready when that comes. So just like with going out to dinner in Raleigh, if you knew that you guys were planning on going out to dinner for your birthday, your mom would need to take the day off. And if you're working, you would need to take the day off too. You foresaw that. So you take a day off to be able to make sure that you could accomplish your goal by going out to eat for your birthday. Just a different look with virtual reality. I think that's how I'll be looking in a few years. Not only with gaming, working, school. And that's what we covered for today. Let me show you one last thing in Canvas. Just be sure that you complete your test. I did put a link here to the test. You can just click here. It'll take you directly there. There are 30 questions. Just answer them. They're all multiple choice. Pretty easy. Use your notes. Do your best. It is due by Sunday, January the 31st. So get that done. And then you do have your exit ticket for today. I'll see you guys later.